yet also consider this as being a crux, that you will discover an orphan betwixt these covers, and the altruistic implications of forcing love upon ourselves when the past genealogy of one's own emotional and cultural legacy has to be abandoned due to ancient stigmatisms, customs which cause the people who utilize them time and time again to take the shape of the laws which they are attempting to enforce. And so I found it an interesting read in the sense that you never meet a true autodidact in this story. Everyone is chained to tradition in some form or another. And as the tale progresses, there's a greater pathos of distance which seems to emerge as you absorb the more comprehensive picture of what circulates the forces of life into units and grooves which are sanctioned by a larger palette of thou shalt. And every one of these characters either is in the middle of a moral dilemma, or they are so invested in everything that they've known that they become totally and pitiably inflexible. But within that anaconda-like scallion oyster demigod of constriction that is the ideas raised up so that they can take animate forms within the people who offer their belief. And therefore, I came away from it with, ironically, a sense of the anarchical. Because as long as you can worship the man in the sky, everything else that is earthly merely has to find its order, take its spot in line, and before you know it, utopia in the conservative, nose to the grindstone method of salvation. I will say, on its own merits, certainly you'd be a fool to think that you can predict every major finishing touch. And I appreciate the way that the author is, by respecting the free will of the characters, you feel that your free will is respected. So, if that's not enough to cause interest, or, I don't know, to make you read this book, especially if you're terribly depressed, or there's a missing in of life, or that you are attempting to replenish or retract your blood somehow, your givings, your misgivings, then Silas Marner, I do believe if you hunt through the cracks, you will find that it is a balm to your soul.